name is Meg Wagner, and I am a third-year student at the University of Florida. I was interviewing this woman that's a housekeeper at the shelter, and she lives there and works there. And when I first met her, she looked exactly like my best friend's mom. Like, creepy how much they looked alike. And I think it was just kind of a realization right then that, you know, homelessness can happen to anyone. You know, you don't have to be some kind of drug addict or have, you know, crazy mental issues or anything like that. Like, homelessness is more about the situation than the actual person, and you know, that kind of hit home, seeing someone who resembled, you know, someone I know, to kind of realize, you know, this is something that could strike at any time and, you know, kind of come without warning.
My name is Andrew Sheeler. I'm a student at University of Alaska Fairbanks. I would say that this experience has put a face to the faceless in a lot of ways. We all deal with homelessness as an abstract, and when it's an abstract, it's easy to mischaracterize it, to fear it, to blame it. But when you actually meet these people and hear their stories and talk to them and shake their hands and look them in their faces, they're not perfect, but they are people, and I think that meeting them demystifies the whole thing and just makes it a lot more. You can deal with it once you know them, and it makes it seem like the problem is maybe not easier.
My name is Sophia Lee, and I am from the University of Florida. It sounds a little bit cliche, but I would definitely describe it as extremely humbling and fulfilling. Just knowing that all these homeless people are incredible beings, you know, who have big goals in life just like we do. And it was humbling to realize that and come face to face with it.
Hi, my name is Lone Lee, and I'm from Cheshire, Connecticut, and I go to Fairfield University in Fairfield, Connecticut. My most memorable experience has to be living for 3 hours in the government-owned shelter in Hollywood. It's like 10 minutes away from here. I pretended to be a heartbroken homeless girl just looking for a place to sleep for one night. And surprisingly, I got in, and they were really nice about it. And it was memorable because all the detail that I observed during that time, like, it's in my head. It's not going to ever go away.
I'm Barbara Srini, and I'm from Coastal Carolina University. Okay, organized chaos. Because it really feels like a real publication, and everybody coming together and just rushing and doing stuff, and then just stuff's coming out, and you almost forget that. I don't know. I've been in the newsroom all day, but I almost forget that I was in a shelter yesterday because now it's just so.
My name is Hannah Winston, and I'm a journalism third year at the University of Florida. I just think my favorite, like, is when the reporters come in and they just have this look on their face, whether, you know, they're excited about something, or they have a story. Like, we had someone who, you know, witnessed like a public masturbation, or like someone, I know the designers were calling, do you have the sex story in yet? Like, it's fun stuff like that you know, it reminds you, that brings you kind of back down to earth, you know, on top of your story. It's like, okay, we're doing all this, but then here's the fun stuff that we can have with it. You know, as heavy, you know, as a homeless shelter might be, like, you have all this fun with it, and, you know, see the spark from the people there. So I think that was like really memorable for me. So.
My name is Laura Newberry. I am from Lakeland, Florida, and I go to UCF in Orlando. I'm going to go with the cliche word impactful. This is a story I can take back to my friends that might be ignorant to how homeless shelters really work and the whole culture that goes along with it. This is these people's lives, and I feel like I've had an inside look that people just don't receive just from, you know, reading typical news stories on it or watching news pieces. We're getting first-hand accounts of these people's lives, and to be able to share that is really, really special.
My name is Hillary Coles, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, from Georgia State University. Well, you know, my most memorable story has absolutely it has nothing to do really with the actual newspaper we're putting out, but it's kind of interesting because all week I've been very unsettled. I've gone back to religion in the past couple months, and I'm Catholic, and so I went out on a shoot today for a story about homeless people and religion in their lives, and it just so happens that we went to a Catholic church, and I've been debating whether or not I should be going to church because I don't completely agree with everything about the church. And it was really interesting to go there because I felt like it was sort of like serendipity, you know, I was meant to be there. Fate brought me there or something. And I had a really great time talking with the pastor and the priest that was presiding over the Mass this morning. So that was probably my most memorable moment. It's just sort of a personal journey, and it was something that I needed to, you know, experience. It gave me a few answers.